Hey guys, and welcome to another new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Now today we're going to be comparing the differences between the Japanese and English trailers. Now I want to preface this by saying there's not too many differences, it's really minor stuff, but I still think you guys would enjoy it since you've been loving the small details videos. So if you're excited for this one, check it out. And of course, full credit goes to DDeutsch159 on Reddit, who posted this brilliant cross-analysis. The screenshots are theirs and the information is theirs, and I'm not going to include everything from their post. I'm just going to include the most noteworthy stuff, because I would love if you guys could check out their post and show it some love. It will be in the video description. So let's get right into this. In the first screenshot, we can basically see that Bill is acting a little bit differently. He's a bit more animated and a bit more cheerful in the Japanese trailer. It's a very small detail, as I said before, and this is where things start to get interesting, because we notice that the Japanese trailer is actually a bit behind the English one. It seems like the Japanese build is an older build of the game, and the English team used a newer build and tried to recreate the trailer in their newer build, and this becomes even more noticeable in later screenshots. As you can see here, the little triangles on the grass are not nearly as noticeable on the Japanese screenshot. There is of course other changes, like the way Tammy is posed, and there's no tree in the Japanese one, so they're definitely using a different build. It's also worth noting that the weeds are different, so the weed designs might have changed in this new build, but of course the triangles on the grass are much more noticeable, like we know and love in most Animal Crossing games. Here's another one that's interesting. In the Japanese build, Tom Nook and Timmy are not looking at the player even though the player is nearby. This is something they've added in the new version of the build. You can see that they're a lot more animated, and since the character is nearby, they're looking towards him, whereas they're sort of just staring off into the distance in the Japanese build, so I'm glad they've changed that. Again, very small, but Bill is missing in the Japanese one. Of course, the Japanese one is on the left, I should note this, but, you know, it should be kind of obvious since the Japanese text is in most of these screenshots. But yes, Bill is not in the Japanese one in this screenshot. It's interesting to note that Bill has his own sort of like animation in the background, and even though no one else is nearby, Bill can still act on his own, so that's cool. Villagers are a lot more animated in this game. This one is actually pretty interesting. So the time is different in the Japanese version. In the Japanese version it's 1:03 PM, and in this one it's 1:02, but that's not what is cool. The cool thing here is that the shadows will actually change depending on what time of day it is. Even when a minute has passed, the shadows change. You can see that the shadows are a lot different in the English version from the Japanese version. A very small thing again, but if you look at the bell display in the top right corner, you will see that there's a little sort of like text bubble that I think describes what type of currency it is. That is missing in the English version. It's been removed. I don't really know why, but it has been. And that is the same for the Nook Miles. The little thing saying what currency it is has been removed. You've just got the number there. Now this one is probably the most interesting in my opinion. The furniture has actually changed quite a bit. If you look at the bed and you look at the lamp, completely different colors. I'm not sure if this is some kind of customization, or if they're totally different items, or if the items themselves have just been changed, but they look a lot different. And it's also worth noting that the lighting is actually quite different in the tent. It's hard to say whether this is just the fact that they've actually changed the lighting of the game, or if it's because it's a different time of day. We don't really know. It could be both. We will have to see. And here you can see the animations are a little bit different. Not too much is going on here, but basically, yeah, just a few different sort of animations in this trailer compared to the Japanese one. And noticeably, the logos are very, very different. I believe this has been the case with most Animal Crossing games, but I still thought it would be cool to show that the logos are so different between games. A lot of people don't realize this. Of course, it's Dubutsu no Mori. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I know how to pronounce that. I cannot do that for the life of me right now. And it's Animal Crossing in the English world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of these were really, really small things, but so many of us are like obsessed with this game and we just want whatever information we can get. And to be fair, it is pretty cool to see the earlier build of the game compared to the new one. And of course, thank you to ddeutsch152, or was it 159? I'm sorry, but that's at the start of the video, and of course it's in the description too, so please check their video out. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you guys for watching.